Hello, my name is Will.
And I'm Jared.
Today we're going to show you how to play the strategic card game known as Magic the Gathering.
Today we'll be using the pre-constructed starter decks made by Wizards of the Coast, the people who make Magic the Gathering. You can get them at the open house events or really any card store that sells Magic the Gathering. If you just go up and ask, they should give you a couple for free.
So the basic ground rules of Magic are simple. Last one standing wins, and if a card says to do it, then you do it. So you lose if you reach to draw a card from your deck and there are no cards left, or if your life total is depleted to 0. So let's begin.
So first you take and you roll to decide who gets to pick who goes first. And do high roll.
7, 8. This is useful.
And land on something. 9.
7, 8, 9. So I'm going to choose to go first. Got decks.
First you take and you get to split your opponent's deck however you want to, just to make sure no one's rigging anything. You can do it anytime someone shuffles. Then you start by grabbing 7 cards.
Alrighty, I'm going to start by playing a mana. Mana is used to play any card in the game. You need mana in order to play card or land. I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, so first you have untap. I don't have anything, so I can't untap anything. Upkeep. Again, nothing there, nothing happens. Draw for the turn. You're able to play 1 land a turn, so I will play a white land. And I have nothing else I can do this turn, so go.
Right. Beginning of your step, nothing to untap. I draw a card. I'm going to play land, the 1 land per turn I'm allowed to play. Now in order to play cards, you have to tap your mana. This tells people watching or your opponent that you're using the mana in order to do something. I'm going to play creature. Tattered Mummy, it costs 2 mana to play. One of them has to be black, so a swamp. It has 1 power and 2 toughness, and when it dies, each opponent, meaning him, takes 2 damage. I'm going to pass the turn.
And each opponent is relevant because you can play with more than 2 people. It's just usually you play with 2 people. And go.
Okay. Untap, so I'm going to untap my mana, meaning now it can be used again. I draw a card. I play the 1 land per turn. And I'm going to swing at him with Tattered Mummy, dealing 1 damage if he does not do something about it.
I have no creatures, so I cannot block. So move to combat damage. He has 1 power, it deals 1 damage, I lose 1 life. I'm at 19.
Pass the turn.
Okay, everything's already untapped. Draw for the turn, play a land for the turn. I'll pay blue plus another 2. Make sure it's actually tapped. And I play Stealer of Secrets. It costs blue plus 2. It has 2 power and 2 toughness. And when it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Go.
Right. Untap, draw a card. I'll play a mana. 4. I'm going to tap 4, play Bloodhunter Bat. It's a 2 power, 2 toughness, and when it enters the battlefield, target player loses 2 life, and I gain 2 life. So
I lose 2 life, down to 17. And
I'm going to gain 2. Now I am at 22. Pass it. Pass the turn to him.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep, nothing happens. Draw. And land for the turn. I will pay blue plus 3 to enchant the Bloodhunter Bat. This is an enchantment aura and says enchant creature, so it has to be targeted at a specific creature. And when this enters the battlefield, tap the enchanted creature, and the enchanted creature doesn't untap during the untap step. Now, move to combat. I will swing with my 2/2.
I'm going to take the 2 damage, so
Okay.
I'm not declaring my blocker, and I'm losing 2 life.
Important thing to note, just because you can block doesn't mean you have to. And end my turn.
Untap. That does not untap because of the enchantment. 5. Right. I'm going to tap 5, play Singular Vampire. It's flying, meaning it can only be blocked by other creatures with flying or reach. And whenever a creature dealt damage by him dies, it gets +1 toughness and +1 power.
It's a counter that adds it.
Yeah. And I'm going to swing at him for 1 because he does not have a blocker.
No blocks. I take 1 down to 16.
And pass the turn.
Okay, untap, untap, untap. Play a land for the turn. And pay white +1 for Glory Seeker. It has 2 power, 2 toughness, and no actual relevant text. And end my turn.
Right. So he chose not to swing because my creature has more power and toughness, meaning his creature would die. I'm going to tap 3 and play Untamed Hunger. It's an enchantment aura, meaning it goes on a creature. This one works in my favor, unlike this one. So he gets +2 power and +2 toughness.
1 toughness.
+1 toughness. He is a 6/5, and I'm going to swing at him, and he has to block with 2 or more creatures.
Because it gains menace.
Yep.
I have no creatures with flying, so I cannot block the flying creature. So I have no blocks.
He was untapped. That's my B.
And that's 6, so I'm down to 10 health.
And I am going to pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. And land for the turn. Pay white +2 for a 1/4 with Vigilance. Vigilance means that when it attacks, it doesn't get tapped, meaning that it can still block, because a tapped creature cannot block.
Tapped creature can't do anything.
And swing with both of my 2 power creatures.
Right. I will take all 4 of that.
And
actually, no. I'm going to block. I'm going to block him on here, so he can't use the ability to draw a card. This one dies.
Move to combat damage. That dies.
Yeah.
This deals 2 damage. All damage happens simultaneously unless it has first strike or double strike. And nothing on the battlefield does.
You lose 2 life because
Trigger
Shattered
Bill.
Mummy has died.
So I'm down to 8.
Yes.
And go.
All right. I'm going to untap. This still does not untap. I am going to tap 6 to play Certain Death on his 2/2, killing it and having him take 2 life and me gain 2 life.
So I am down to 6.
I am back up to 20. And then I'm all tapped out. I'm going to swing for lethal.
And I have no blocks, but before combat damage,
Okay.
I'll pay white +1. Deal 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Because I can.
Okay.
This is an instant, which means I can do it whenever I want. Pretty much everything else you can only do during your turn when the stack is empty. And the stack only really exists for if I do something, you get a chance to respond to it.
Exactly. Ready?
And so that
That's game.
resolves. It takes 3 damage. It still has 2 more life left. It hits me for 6. I have 0 life, and I lose.
That's game.
Good game.
Good game. All right, so if this seems like something that would interest you or that you would enjoy, you can go to magicwizards.com and use. They have a little locator on their website. You can find the nearest store, and you can go buy some cards. They'll give you free cards as well. You can figure out the game, see if you like it.
Yep. And as I said at the beginning, any store that takes and sells Magic the Gathering in addition to other card games, so not like Target or whatever, but most actual card stores should have the pre-constructed decks that you can get for free, as well as better pre-constructed decks that actually cost money. The local store for us would be Outflank Games. It's in Fairfield. And other than that, should be it.
Awesome. Thanks for watching.
Have a good day.